Hey everybody, it's Matt with remove-malware.com, and tonight I'm going to take a look at Avast 5 Final. It's the final release. The final came out a few weeks ago. I just didn't have time to get around to it. So you saw me with the beta, so you kind of know what to expect. I've just downloaded the latest version of Avast free, and if I check the properties, it's a 41.5 megabyte file. The details 5.0.396, and it is made by Alwill. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, Avast is the second most popular free antivirus out there. I think AVG is in front of it. However, I always have liked Avast much better for a couple of reasons. They typically have a better detection rate and have a nice little bootable scanner. The things I never liked about Avast is you had to register it with an email and all this other stuff, but they've made that a lot easier in version 5, and I'll kind of show that to you because I didn't show it to you last time. So I'm just going to go through the installation, ask if you want to install Chrome. It's a good idea for people to do that. I'm going to go ahead and say yes because Chrome is pretty nice. Even though I'll be using IE 8 or 7 for this review, I can't remember which. So the install goes on pretty quick, and then it's got to do an update. I'm on like a 10 meg connection now, so things fly down pretty fast. And as always, whenever I test out an antivirus for the public and for myself, I always like to test them against a few malicious URLs. Now currently what I normally do is when I go out to a customer, I'll install Microsoft Security Essentials, and if the customer is willing to deal with it or willing to learn, I'll go ahead and put on Sandboxy. Some people just don't want to deal with it, and okay, I leave them with Microsoft Security Essentials, or if they want a full-on Internet Security Suite, I'll do Kaspersky Internet Security. But recently, I've had trouble at least once a month with Microsoft Security Essentials not going on the computer, so I'm looking kind of for a backup, free backup antivirus, and I'm kind of considering different applications right now, and this would be one of them. So it takes a little bit longer when you select the Google Chrome stuff, but not much longer. And again, I'm running this in a virtual machine, so everything's going to be a tad bit slower. And it launches Chrome, and I don't care about that right now. It says you've successfully installed Avast on your system. So go ahead and hit finish. And we're finished. Okay. And let's go ahead and load Avast. And we're going to go ahead and do an update here. And like I said, this is the latest version of the application, 5.0.396. I noticed the updates can take a little while to kick off, just to get started, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's never usually this long, but maybe it's already begun doing the process in the background. On the registration, it says not yet registered, and I kind of want to show you it's much easier. If you click register now, all you have to do is select things like Mr. Matt Rizos, mrizos at ymail.com. Don't email me there. I don't read that much. You can select your country. You don't have to. Why did you choose avast? Thank you. She's talking to me. Recommended by a friend or relative. Do you already have security? Yes. I always get sucked into these things, and I always have to finish them. I don't know why. I don't have my thing on there. I'll say Kaspersky, and I'll say register for a free license, and that's it. And then it's registered. I don't really have to confirm anything or anything like that. So it's just registered, date of registration. Registration will expire a year from now. And let's see. My virus database has been updated. That took a little while. Not much. And we're all protected. So at this point, I'm going to make a few more changes here. On the settings, I'm going to go kind of hardcore as best as I can here. Let's look at some of these settings. Sales, maintenance. Okay, let's go to the real-time shields, expert settings. Look at some of these. Scan when writing, scan when opening, scan when executing. All this stuff is already selected. I'm just making sure everything's selected. Pup, move to chest, delete, suspicious, move to chest. Yeah, they really had this thing really much pre-configured out of the box. I'm not used to that. Packers. Yeah. Sensitivity, I'll go full on. High heuristics. Scan for potentially unwanted. Test whole files. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't have time for that. And hit OK. And so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and snapshot the PC. Snapshot. Take a snapshot. And I'll say avast 5 3 solid. Pre-test. And we'll take a snapshot. Gotta love VMware. Couldn't do anything without it. These videos wouldn't be possible without it, for me at least. And so we're snapshotted. Just in case the PC gets too messed up. I'm going to also keep a running count of the 10 URLs I test. So we're going to head right over to the URLs here in a second. But I'm just going to open up like a notepad here. And we'll say count. And then we're going to go over to my site that I like using, and that's the malware domain list, the MDL, and check out the malware domain list. And I always arrange by latest date, so 2010 to today, basically. And so let's go ahead and start grabbing some URLs here. This one is very common. It's Kubeface. It's Oh, I believe it's like an identity stealer. I could be wrong. It's always found on sites like Facebook, offshoots of Facebook, sites that you go from Facebook. It's kind of weird. So basically, it's going to allow me to download this fb.84.exe, and so on my running count, so I'll say 1. It's an I'll say it's a Trojan, and if it passed or failed. And you can see avast little thing is kind of turning down there. Let's see. See what we see. Usually I can see something get injected into the system pretty quick here. I usually see some exe. It's getting harder and harder to spot though, which makes these demos pretty tough, because you never know if it was just junk or if it was real or what. So what I'll do is come up here and save the file to my desktop. Go to virus total. Upload the file. And it's already been analyzed and it's been found as malware, so I'll show the last report. Not many people have found it, but yeah, Dr. Webb finds it as Facebook, eTrust, Vet Antivirus. Kaspersky finds it as KubeFace, Microsoft finds it, and so on. So Avast misses that one. Missed the latest KubeFace variant. So I will say missed and move on to number 2. But before I move on to number 2, I'm going to go ahead and restore the PC to a clean state. And I'll just go ahead and copy this. And minimize that. Let's see, do I need to restore it? That'll probably take a really long time. And if I need to restore it, I will. Right now, not much is happening. I probably have some password stealer on here or something. So lots of KubeFace stuff out here on the malware domain list. We already missed one, so I don't think I'm going to test another one. Let's see if we can find anything else. It doesn't look like a good day for testing. Sheesh. This KubeFace stuff is everywhere. Alright, so here's one of those fake antivirus things. See if we can grab it. Copy that URL. Antivirus installer. I see install 1 running at high CPU usage, almost 100%. So number 2 is going to be fake AV. Avast is scanning it, and if I try to install it, Security Center goes a little bonkers. CPU's at 100%. It's registering stuff in my registry. Wow, what a slow rogue. I tell you what, that is very slow. Normally they get installed in a snap. So antivirus.exe is running. Avast doesn't have a clue. Missed. Let's go with number 3. And this fake antivirus sucks this person's CPU usage, and they really can't do anything on their computer because we have whatever this is, some kind of Windows process or something. No, it's something fake, and then whatever that is. So they're both hammering this box for a total of 100% CPU usage. And my computer is protected according to antivirus.exe. And I really can't do much on this PC right now. It's real bad. So I'm going to go ahead and end this process. End antivirus.exe. And if I can, I'll move on. Let me go ahead and save my count file. And let's go ahead and move count off. Okay. And these should all be gone. Alright. And let's see if... what else we got on this list here? Going for number 3. Ooh, here we go. Trojan TDSS. This is all I do all day long. Let's try that out. See if it loads. Okay. Threat has been detected. Okay. So Avast finds it, blocks it, and that's a bad one, so that's good. So TDSS blocked. So number 4. Number 4, Trojan fake smoke. I see this one just about every day too. It's like another kind of rogue thing. Save to the desktop. Dropper blocked. Okay, I'll call it a... Thank you. Well, the dropper blocked. Number 5. We'll do Neos. It's a Neosploit. Fake antivirus mix. And it doesn't actually load, so... Oops. I accidentally backspaced there. She's talking in my ear. You can't hear that, I don't think. Let's see. Redirects to exploits. I always love these things. Link for sex. Okay, good deal. Exploit. Blocked. 6. I gotta stop doing that. Number 6. never heard of this. Russ Killbot. Sounds fun. And let's see. Internet Explorer has found an unregistered version of antivirus. Oh my gosh, I better register my antivirus. Get rid of all viruses for only $59.95. And I think that's the one we just previously downloaded. I'm going to move on to something else. The PC is acting weird. Oh no. Internet Explorer stopped. That's strange. We'll restart it. My browser's infected. Let's see. Malware, domain list. Okay, let's forget about that for a while. So we know Kubeface doesn't really get blocked. Well, at least that variant. We'll try the Liberty Exploit Kit. Sounds patriotic. Number 6 was an exploit, and it was blocked. 7. Normally when I do these reviews, I have a little more to choose from. These are a little weird. Let's do another exploit, because these are usually the worst. Okay. I like that. Exploits typically get every one of my customers who do not do their Windows updates, and let me tell you, for some stupid reason, a lot of my customers hate doing updates. They kind of distrust the updates in a weird way, and it's the updates that they should be doing constantly, and they wouldn't have a problem or as much of one. Alright, let's try Trojan. Game.exe. It's from a Chinese domain. We'll save it to my desktop. Something got injected into Internet Explorer. Or, I'm sorry, Windows Explorer. Missed that one. There's game running right there. Uh-oh. We can see that we're missing Trojans in avast quite a bit. At least the ones I've tested. I mean, it's a small testing ground. I mean, you're talking 10 items, but you sort of get a glimpse of what an application can do in that test, the 10 item test. Close that. Start up another one. We're gonna go for number 9. It missed that Zeus Trojan. This is a Kubeface from a few days ago. This is 2 days ago, so we should definitely have seen this, and they should have updated their database, and we should be good at this point. Yeah. So, you know, 2 days ago, it could detect this stuff from a couple days ago, but not today. So Win32 rootkit gen. If I try to run it, I can't. And yeah, okay. So this is going to be 9 is going to be kube face. No, we're going to say Trojan / rootkit blocked. It's 2 days old. 10. Let's go for another 0 day. And just to bring everyone up what a 0 day is, it's stuff that was released today, less than a day old. And we'll grab another kube face, different one. We tried this one, the FB84, and let's go with this one right here, host 2. These are the real killers. These are the ones that are infecting people. Stuff that's been out for, less than a few hours. And hey, look at that. Web Shield blocks it. A Win32 malware gen. So you can see that's a clear example of where Avast blocks a 0-day threat. So that one was a Trojan blocked. I guess I'll upload this to my site. I should do something with it. Trojan blocked. And that was kube face. Kube. Kube. So there's a count. We got 1, 2, 3 missed, 7 blocked. So like 75% success rate. That's pretty good. I haven't really tested the latest version of AVG. I suppose I'll do that. Save that. Yeah. So, it let a few things in. None of them were that terrible as far as I can tell yet. If I left this PC running, I'm not sure what would pop on it. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that for a little while. But so Avast 5 final, 75% in my test. Got a lot of good stuff here. It scans a lot of stuff. I mean, it scans the file system, it scans mail, web, P2P, which you shouldn't be using anyway. It's dangerous stuff. IM shield, don't see really much come through there, but I guess it's, happens every once in a while. Network shield, good for network viruses and worms. And behavior shield. And you can go ahead and tweak all these shields. If you go to expert settings, take a look at all those settings. Avast 5 is really easy to get around in. Of course, one of the coolest things I like about it from a removal standpoint is you can schedule a boot time scan, and you can schedule heuristic sensitivity, and then schedule, you can do your whole hard drive or just specific areas of the computer like the system32 folder or something like that. Avast 5 Final also has a rootkit detector. They're using the GMER rootkit detector. I've used that twice this month on a couple of customers using the boot time scan, and it worked perfectly. So really a pretty sweet application for being free. In my test, we saw here tonight 75% success rate. I would love to test their Pro version with the sandbox, but sandbox does not work for me. In which case, you could just use something like Avast Final 5 with Sandboxy, which works on 32 and 64-bit PCs now. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this now and get on to answering some questions on my blog. I wanted to make a few announcements. If you want to email me, you can get my email address off the blog, or you can private message me, PM me on YouTube, through YouTube. I will answer your questions on the blog. I'm putting everyone's questions out there, and I'm answering stuff, so everyone gets to see questions and answers and gets to learn stuff. So just be aware that if you send me stuff, I'll post it, and that's that. So visit the forums, remove-malware.com/forums, and I think that's pretty much it. So I haven't done a video in forever, and it felt good to get back in tonight and do a video, and I'll see you guys around. I'm going to go ahead and pause this guy now, or well, I'm sorry, stop it, and I'll talk to you guys online as soon as I get some time. See ya.